Hello everyone, my name is Danapop Pangikon. Today I will present about final test, chapter 4. This presentation about a survey of English speaking problem of nurse at Charity Hospital, made by Miss Olisa Swasathayawong. The chapter 4 finding 1. General information of respondent. 2. Frequency of English speaking skill used at work. 3. Frequency of the use of English speaking skill in different contact situations. 4. Nurse speaking problem. 5. Type of speaking course preferred by nurse. Next. Daily Table 1 is a general information of respondent. Number 1. Age 20 to 30 years. Frequency 8. Percentage 40%. 31 to 40 years. Frequency 9. Percentage 45%. 41 to 50 years. Frequency 3. Percentage 15%. 2. Position Positional C3 to C6. Frequency 10. Percentage 50%. Manager C7 or more. Frequency 10. Percentage 50%. 3. Office Accident and Emergency Department. Frequency 2. Percentage 10%. Outpatient Department. Frequency 2. Percentage 10%. Operation Department. Frequency 2. Percentage 10%. Next is the Table 1. Continue. This is Intensive Care Units. Frequency 4. Percentage 20%. Medical Department. Frequency 2. Percentage 10%. Surgical Department. Frequency 3. Percentage 50%. Obstetric and Gynecological. Frequency 2. Percentage 10%. And Department Pediatric Department. Frequency 3 and percentage 15%. 4. Equation Bachelor degree or any equivalence degree. Frequency 13%. Frequency 65%. Master degree. Frequency 7 and 35%. 5. Experience in working 1 to 5 years. Frequency 2. Percentage 10%. 6 to 10 years. Frequency 9. Percentage 45%. 10 to 15 years. Frequency 4. Percentage 20%. 16 years or more. Frequency 5. Percentage 25%. And next. The sample in this study compared 20 professional nurses from 10 practitioners and 10 managers in different nursing units that is level vocabulary at between 20 to 15 years, 31 to 15 years, and 41 to 50 years. They has bachelor degree or any equivalence degree. A master degree for experience in working. There were 10% of respondents who have been worked for 1 year and 6 months. 45% of respondents who have been working between 6 to 10 years. 20% of respondents who have been working between 10 to 15 years, and 25% of respondents and workers for more than 16 years. As shown in Table 1, 45% of the respondents were 31 to 40 years of age and had 6 to 10 years experience in working, but 65% of the respondents graduation with only Bachelor of Nursing Science. They infer that the nurse has nursing experience, but they might lack of technical vocabulary because the Bachelor of Nursing Science study mostly use Thai language to study nursing course, so they rarely speaking English at interview. For Mr. Langnundia, the nurse at Rajaviti Hospital. Additionally, the sample weight composed of 50 to 50% of the practitioner as manager, nurse working for different departments. Therefore, the English-speaking problem levels in the lectures were equally faced by practitioner and managerial nurse. This table shows a frequency distribution of English-speaking skill used at work. Table 2 shows the frequency and percentage of English-speaking skill usage of nurse at Rajaviti Hospital. It can be concluded from Table 2 that the respondents often use speaking English skill for the value of 5%, followed by sometimes for 55%, by rarely for 40%, and by never for 0%, respectively. As shown in Table 2, it was found that 55% of the respondents sometimes spoke English at work. Consequently, speaking played an important role for nursing career. This assumption was incomplete within the research of Lush. State that speaking was a key tool that medical need to call for cooperation among individuals in the delivery of healthcare service. Next. Table 3, a frequency distribution of the use of English speaking skill in different context situations. Next. Next. Nurse speaking problem. 1. Pronunciation. The most important aspect of the problem was mispronunciation. There were worries about pronunciation, and they often pronounced words incorrectly. 2. Vocabulary. The problem was vocabulary. They were unable to use proper words to express their idea. Fluency. This was due to their limited knowledge of the meaning of words, technical terms, and vocabulary, and especially loose prefix and suffix. There were 2 examples to clarify this problem. 3. Grammar. The major problem was grammatical error, excluding error in tense, active and passive voice. It was difficult for them to speak the most suitable words, to express their idea clearly and correctly. 4. Confidence. In speaking, lack of self-confidence was the biggest problem in speaking English. They often pronounce words incorrectly. Therefore, the words reluctant to speak English because they felt embarrassed. They felt excited when they were asked to show their idea in English, and they were not confident to show their idea at meetings because they has problem in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. Next. There is Table 4, a frequency distribution of English speaking course learners. Table 4 shows the frequency and percentage of English skill course learners. The finding in this study clearly reveals that 100% of the respondents need their organization to provide the English speaking training for them. It can be concluded from Table 4 that the speaking course should be provided often by the respondent for the value of 20%, followed by sometime for 40%, by rarely for 40%, and by never for 0%. It can be assumed that the nurses were willing to take English speaking course. This supports the research of Silibon. Start the nurse want to learn English, which implies speaking skill. A speaking training program should focus on related health content. They prefer to study with native speakers, and the training should be offered regularly every month or every 3 months. They have an opportunity to speak English for their routine service. Therefore, they prefer to have an opportunity to practice speaking, to develop their effective communication skill in English. Authorities concerned should take this into consideration. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Bye bye.